Welcome back, everyone, to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. We're here with Lefebvre, the one otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when we're collecting more stories. Headed across New Mexico, I believe. I'm abandoning my previous plans.
They sheepishly, how else, approach the edge of the water and lap at it. A moving cloud stalking the plain on stocky legs. It's a huge flock, and for a long time you see no shepherd, until a figure on a horse crests over a ridge in the hilly terrain.
Look at him.
He rides a white horse. No, a pale horse. No, actually, a horse the sickly green color of an ashen corpse. And he's a gaunt figure clothed in a ragged cloak. But in spite of that, he seems in good spirits.
Aren't they beautiful?
The sheep?
My flock. Bigger than it has been in centuries.
He stalks through the mass of beasts, their soft bodies instinctively giving way to the spindly legs of his mount.
Oh, there it goes.
He points with one emaciated toe at a black ram moving through the flock.
The soul of an evil man.
An evil man, huh?
One of the worst.
It looks pretty harmless, but then again, you suppose we're all pretty harmless in death.
A Spanish fascist. He planned on fleeing to America should the war not turn out his way.
So what happened to him?
His side might win the war yet, but a Lincoln Battalion bullet caught up with him first.
He cracks a sardonic grin that makes you queasy.
I thought I'd take the flock to graze here, so he could see the land that loaded the gun.
Holy shit. The gaunt shepherd. That's oh, that's a great tale. That's a mighty fine yarn, I've got to say, if I do say so myself. Holy shit. Criminy. What do we got here?
He's parked his car by the side of the road. A luxurious black thing, waxed so that it mirrors the stars in the sky overhead. The desert dust doesn't seem to stick to it. You find the driver, alone, retrieving something from the trunk.
What in the hell are you doing?
Well, what's it look like I'm doing?
He asks, as though it's obvious. He doesn't sound like the Okies driving on the road west. He has the cold tones of an educated New Englander. The pointed feet of a tripod dig into the coarse sand, hoisting his telescope heavenward.
You're staring at the stars?
Not the stars, friend.
His tone is outwardly irritated, but unable to mask his glee at correcting your misapprehension.
Looking for a planet. There's a ninth one, orbiting far beyond Neptune.
And many more in between. What's it called?
Nothing yet, but we all know it's out there, waiting for someone to prove it exists. And once you can prove something exists, you get to name it. Can you imagine naming a thing that every generation hence for all time will remember you for?
Right on, whatever you say. The astronomer in the desert. To Phoenix. We must be in Arizona, correct? What can I say? I'm not a master of Midwestern cities. What story changed? The Thunderbird people who fly when they fall from heights. It's the story of the bridge builders, but it's good.
When I pitched into the sand.
Funny. The Thunderbird people finally fall.
The strains of ragtime rise from an almost tuned piano. At the bar, an older woman, dark-haired and striking, toys with her cigarette holder.
Hope you don't need lodging.
The bartender tells you as you sit.
The hotel's haunted.
At that, the woman chuckles.
Why'd you laugh?
It's an old story. Way they tell it, there was a lady living on the 5th floor. She liked to have a good time. Now, she had a boyfriend who didn't like that so much. Got jealous. One day, she disappeared. Can you guess what they found in her room?
What?
She grins at you.
No one. Just a pool of blood. And a note from the boyfriend saying she'd be sorry if she didn't listen to him. He got arrested. Couldn't prove anything without a body, but he stopped drinking after that. Maybe even stopped being mean. You think he did it?
A note from the boyfriend? This doesn't seem to add up.
She laughs.
I doubt it, but it scared him good. Some fool hotel maid thought she saw the lady in that room after. Now everyone says it's haunted.
She laughs.
I'll tell you a secret, though. If I'd have known what would happen, I wouldn't have gone back for that necklace.
The woman who staged her own murder.
A Chevy sedan laden with suitcases chugs to a stop beside you. A woman leans out the window. An infant screaming, and two boys are punching each other in the back seat.
Could you drive us for a while? I gotta feed the baby, but we need to keep moving. I could pay you.
I assure you, ma'am, that won't be necessary. You seem to have more than enough to deal with.
You grip the wheel tight as sounds of chaos fill the car. The boys have begun to wrestle in earnest on the Chevy's bench.
Yorona!
Their mother hisses. Both boys straighten instantly. In the mirror, you see their stricken expressions. The only sound is the baby's soft suckling.
Lorona?
You direct the question to the boys in the back, but they don't make a sound. Their eyes are wide and frightened. Patting the infant on the back, their mother chuckles. The boys don't speak another word, even when you part ways down the road.
The child frightened. The children frightened of La Llorona. My. Due north across Arizona, I suspect. Whoops, sorry. Compass, guide me. Oh my goodness. I hope it's worth it to talk to this person in the middle of fuck-ass nowhere. Oh, God. Here's hoping I don't fucking die out here in the desert. Ha! I'm a skeleton. What can you threaten me with? Damn it. Let me check my map again. Okay, yeah, I'm headed in the right direction. I just need to veer a little bit more north. Go up. Drop the ball. To Shiprock, eh? There we are. Well, aren't you all out of the way?
Slowly, he turns. His eyes don't quite make it to yours. His whole body keels back over the wooden railing where he perched and down into the dusty road outside the saloon. Now you see the gunshot and the trail of fresh blood that leads back inside.
Go inside?
You bypass the body and storm into an empty saloon. Recently evacuated. Or was there ever anyone here? The trail of blood stops by the bar, but after that, you're not sure where to look. When you go back outside, the fella's dead.
Oh, pardon me, sir. I thought you were already deceased. The gunshot man outside the saloon. Doesn't sound like much of a story, but hey, what do I know?
The snake flicks its tongue.
That's close enough.
It is coiled atop a carved stone marked with faded flecks of paint.
What's up with the rock's neck?
The snake laughs, its whole body convulsing.
It's very special. A good luck charm.
It tilts its head.
I'm supposed to guard it, but I'm hungry. If you bring me some meat, you may have it.
I'll see what I can do.
The heat has made a family of mice slow and easy to catch. You drop them before the snake, and it gulps them down without chewing. It slithers back, exposing the object.
Take it.
It hisses.
I won't bite. Trust me.
I'm gonna trust the snake.
You reach for the idol. The snake quivers as your hand gets close, but it stays put. It flicks its tongue.
Don't be disturbed by how it looks. It'll bring you luck.
The snake slithers off into the long grass.
Inspect this stone.
It's an idol, about the size of your clenched fist, carved into the shape of a human head. It's an ugly thing. The side that was pressed into the dirt is a face contorted in grotesque agony. Could this really be a good luck charm?
I guess I'll keep it.
Good things sometimes wear foul guises. Who are you to judge? You stow the idol, trying to ignore its unusual weight.
The idol guarded by the talking snake. Alright, what's up? Story of the dandy newspaper reporter who skipped out on his bill, but heavily embellished. The young man in the bucket tells it masterfully, doing all the voices. It's nothing close to what actually happened, but the British version is pretty good. The dandy newspaper reporter who skipped the bill is changed into the grifter who pretends to be a reporter in order to get free drinks. Alright. Who do we have here? Dehaya, Wildflower seed.
Ya hatahin halani. Good evening, Shikis, my friend.
Hello.
Come, let me show you how to sprinkle corn pollen.
Very well then.
First, reach into the medicine pouch and pinch the tahadinhi. Then sprinkle it on top of your forehead to ask for wisdom. Touch the tahadinhi to your tongue to bless your voice. And sprinkle the remainder to bless and guide the path before you. With beauty may I walk. With beauty before me may I walk. With beauty behind me may I walk. With beauty above me may I walk. With beauty all around me may I walk. Shikas, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story?
Well, I just got a new one, really. Oh, where is it? The grifter who pretends to be a reporter to catch free drinks.
That one made me smile. You told it well.
Thank you.
Choice. If we are to survive, the only option we have is to continue down the pollen path. Even in the face of drought, disease, or the encroaching bilagan, us white people, and their childish ways. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
I do believe I can. Let's tell the story of the seagulls and the fishermen near Portland, Maine. Oh, this is the High Priestess. My bad.
The Digne are like that too, strong in the face of adversity. That story brings me hope. The future. We plant seeds in the soil after the last frost in the spring to prepare for the year ahead. In this way, we are continually nurturing in order to create harmony for the uncertain days ahead. Chickus, my friend, tell me a funny story. I am sure you hear many on the road.
Well, I got the story of the witch girl and her kitten familiars.
It's good to laugh. What brings joy? There's no greater form of generosity than that provided by the mother and father. The mother who nurtures corn and fertility in her soil, and the father who supplies the rain and sunshine in the sky. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
Let's try to test one of my new tales. Story of the man obsessed with fish near Portland. What would you consider? What would you consider the story of the hunting bald eagle in the Northwest?
Oh, I don't have it in my heart to enjoy this story. Our fortune? Everything you could possibly need in this life abounds in this sacred place. Just look at the sheep, Daibe, whom we have created a symbiosis alongside in this life. We provide them with shelter, exercise, and food. In return, they provide us with companionship, fertilizer, and when the time comes, food and wool. You have traveled so far. Surely you have exciting stories. Please, tell me one.
The star. I believe this is a hopeful tale, a scary tale. Let's see if the story of the fortune teller and the curse around New York City is an exciting tale or a scary one. I don't rightly know. I've never actually told it before.
This story is very frightening. I do not understand how you can enjoy it. One must not lose faith, Chickies. Whenever you are within the circumference of the 4 sacred mountains, you are protected and blessed. The sun is rising. I must leave soon. Tomorrow's journey is this way.
To Nevada, eh? Very well then.
Another night done. But think, what does one take with him after a day in this world? Some nights I lay staring at the hole atop the hookah, where the chimney peers out into the night sky. I watch the stars slowly move. Sometimes a streak of light and whispers from ancestors. Always a feeling of gratitude for what surrounds me in this world. What are you thankful for? Where do you come from? Where are you going?
All very important questions from the one who went upward. Curious. Another story evolves. Back at this half-finished bridge, shoot up between the female bootleggers and the cops, but heavily embellished. What's it turned into now? Gwen Machette, the richest bootlegger ever. Alright, that'll do for this episode of Let's Play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. If you liked what you saw, if you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon, and I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist to do cool shit, do the coolest I can think of, make my way into Santa Fe. But until then, good night.